What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. I am Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jarrell Miller. It's good to be back with you to talk some boxing. We finally got a halfway decent card this past weekend, and it's going to be good to talk about it.
Absolutely. Ring 6 kicked off, and finally, Shakur Stevenson fought Teofimo Lopez. And it happened, girl. He became
It happened.
four-division world champion. Congratulations to Shakur. We're just going to go into it because we're not going to do the run it back of like how the fight went. We're just going to talk about Shakur. DeAndre, we've always heard boxers don't sell, boxers are boring, but then he doesn't do knockouts. Like, I don't understand. Crawford and Clarissa Shields said he's a pound for pound star. They're pound for pound stars too. So if they're saying it, I'm going to believe it. What do you think?
I'm happy to, first of all, as we said, Shakur won the title. Congratulations to him. He's been definitely a friend of the show. He's been with us many times.
Mm-hmm.
And even if Teofimo drives you crazy, he too has been generous with his time when it's come to us. But as far as now we see the beginning of the Shakur pound for pound reign, it's very exciting to see. There are a number of people who have championed him and said that he and kind of crowned him as that next big thing. And a lot of people didn't see it. We looked at all the years where it was all about, we won't count Bud because Bud is a different age group, different time. So not in the equation, but of these younger guys. Do you remember when they were doing the whole thing? It was like the Four Kings. It was supposed to be Shakur, Teo, Ryan, and Boots.
It was supposed to be Loma.
Who was the fourth? Lomachenko.
Yeah. Shame on them for ever saying the Four Kings and no disrespect to the real Four Kings.
And look at how it went after the fact. But Shakur looked fantastic. Every fight in these last 2-3 fights of his have been just vastly different from what we've been seeing him do before. And it's been very exciting.
I have to say kudos to Turkey because when he said no more Tom and Jerry fights, when he came out fighting Zepeda, I've never seen him brawl. We did an episode on that and we talked about, we're like, he brought the dog out. And then he said, I'm never fighting like that again. But man, he showed he can box, he can brawl, and he was a dog. And but nothing different. So now this is the question, Giandra, I have to ask you, and to everyone watching, did fans misjudge Shakur Stevenson, or did he have to change to win respect from the fans because all they do is talk?
I think that he had to change it up, and changing it up is good. When we look at, and it's not to discredit Shakur in any kind of way, he's always been a fantastic fighter. He's been more of a defensive fighter, the whole swim without getting wet. And, the guys like to say that. But I think there was that Turkey pressure. I think there were those outside influences who said, you need to step it up and really have a statement win. And he did exactly that, whether it was mentoring from Crawford or other people who are around him. But he really did that. And he stepped it up or changed up his style or something is very different about him, something very unforgiving and very mean. And I love it. That's what we want to see. What do you think? Do you think he had to step it up or change it up or?
Before the Tom and Jerry fight, yes, he had to step it up. And thank goodness, because we wanted to see what's in his arsenal. But when you have elite defense like that, you don't need to show anything else because you just have to win by your jab. But do jabs sell necessarily? Not really, because a lot of fans don't understand ring IQ. They do not understand boxing skills. So yes, he had to change it up. He didn't have to prove to himself because he knew, but he needed to show the fans, I am an elite boxer. You guys don't believe me? I'm going to show you. I don't need to tell you. Andre Ward, put him in that category because I always see the picture. Shakur, Crawford, Clarissa, and zero losses amongst all of them, and they have supreme skills. So yeah, he had to, because if you want to put butts in seats and you want to be a big pay-per-view star and pound for pound and be like, oh, he was just a Floyd kind of, he can get in and sit in the pocket and bang it out. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved every minute of it. I would like to see Shakur a little bit more like that. Why not?
It was such a dominating win. He's still a young guy. But in fighting years, he's entering a mature stage of his career. And it seems like typically when we see fighters like this at this stage of their career, they start to change their approach to fighting to be more defensive, to not take shots. And he was just, my God, he was rumbling. He was fucking Teo up in some of those rounds. I mean, I was just watching it like it was not the fight I expected to see. You know, Teofimo, love him or hate him, he is a very, very good fighter. Yeah. He's had some fantastic wins. He's a good fighter. And I've picked against him before and been wrong and watched him rumble. So I was I didn't know what to expect I didn't know what this fight was going to look like. Shakur's performance was so excellent. It almost made Teofimo look sophomorish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, because Shakur doesn't have the knockout like many others do. Be like, oh, he's a knockout artist. Floyd be Floyd today without knockouts and the same kind of career. I mean, Floyd is Floyd. Yes, he earned to be pretty boy later on in the years, and he can select his opponents and he can dance around his opponents. And so Shakur is showing us in the prime of his career why he deserves to be able to pick and choose later on when he doesn't need to get in there and get all banged up. He's joined a very stellar group. Manny Pacquiao, obviously 8th division, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd, Mayweather, Inoue, Crawford, Roberto Duran, and y'all, you guys, when you put up these posts about all these divisions, you need to include the women. Amanda Serrano, Naoka Fujioka, and Clarissa Shields. I'm sorry.
And Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor. You've got to put these in there because it's boxing. Boxing.
I'm trying to think about different fights of people who are like a Shakur, like Crawford, and those guys, and what my favorite victories have been of theirs. This, hands down, is now my favorite victory of Shakur's, without a question. And so it got me to thinking about fights like where they seem like they might be 50-50, but then one person just emerged just crazy. It makes me think of Crawford versus Spence. It makes me think of when Floyd fought Maidana the second time, when they tried to say Maidana was, he cheated. It makes me think of Floyd Maidana 2. It makes me think of Ward Kovalev 2. And Shakur didn't need to. He only need one time to get out there and defeat Teofimo. And now we think about all the videos. Hell, we probably have some. If you go into our library watchers, go watch the videos. I feel like we have a video of Crawford saying, "You need to fight my little bro first before you worry about me." And it's just amazing.
I know it's scrum. I mean, I do have that one video. It's old. It's on the Real Fight Girl. It's on my actual YouTube where I had Crawford, Devin Haney, Shakur. They're always talking about who's better at who. To this day, who's better at basketball, who's better at this, and I'll beat you. I mean, they still talk about that kind of stuff. So they're all in greatness. Imagine those guys, Jandra, long time ago, like when we started. I don't want to say long time ago. It was a long time ago, but now look at that. It was. They're all like, Devin Haney, undisputed. I mean, it's really good to see climb for Shakur and all of these guys. Now, Jandra, this is the question: is Shakur a pound for pound level fighter, or is he still hype? Like, does he need a bigger name to prove himself? Because they kept saying his resume is not as good as Teofimo's. Thoughts on that?
I think he is. This win, if you don't consider, if you, the general people who are not fans of Shakur and what he does, if you don't consider him at this point at least more than a foot toehold in the pound for pound race, you're just being delusional. Because let's just be for real, multi-division champion. And if we're being honest, at the current time, this is among the best fights that Shakur able to land for himself. Other than Teofimo, what else is there? Haney, maybe, I'm not really interested in him fighting Ryan. Ryan fighting at these 147, 155. I don't know what Ryan's doing. But in terms of career defining fights, he fought what could be considered the best fight available to him at this time. There is no other fight. I mean, it's always been Teofimo at the fights, Teofimo jumping in people's interviews, him saying things, and he just made him look like a child. He spanked him.
Tank was in the picture. Tank is not in the picture anymore.
Tank ain't in no picture. He in a mugshot, but he ain't in the picture right now. He in a couple mug shots. I see you got a new one today too.
Right?
And that's not being disrespectful.
It's not. It's facts. It's facts. So
It is
yeah,
what it is.
and even Shakur said, I don't need Tank. Tank got his own issues, so take care of that.
Mm.
Forgot to add, let me add, I don't want to be disrespectful. Oscar De La Hoya was also in the Class C6 division. So when we think of like Manny Pacquiao, like so Shakur is moving up in weight because he's still I don't want to say he's just a smaller guy. He did move up in weight to fight Teofimo. What do you think would be the cap? Because you look at Manny Pacquiao, who's 8 divisions. He still got them calves. Power carries through sometimes, but his skills will always be there. His boxing skills will never ever go away. What do you think he's going to end up at?
You know, and this is going to sound like a cop out, and I hate copping out, but I really need to see what he would look in another fight at 140. This was 140. I want to see him fight somebody at 140. If he just another person, if he plows through another competitive fight at 140, I'd be like, hell, 147, hell,
Yeah.
154. Why not? Why not? Like we've mentioned, he is still young. He's under 30. So it's going to be interesting to see what his body does now. I mean, he doesn't seem like he has any issues with
He didn't even look like he fought. Did you see his face?
He looked completely chill and focused, and he never has issues with weights. He's always on point. He tried to tell us.
He did.
He's tried to tell us, and he was over. I mean, there's so many parallels of this, and you know, y'all don't kill me in the comments, but there's so many parallels to this fight and the Bud and Errol Spence fight. That's what these two fights remind me so much of. There was all this doubt and this, and he never really got the wrong side of the street thing, because this next era, they've been able to jump around a little bit better than Bud was. But just the magnitude of how he defeated him was spectacular. Win and the best fight possible. And Shakur, if you want to move up and weight, I'm not picking against you at this point, because this was wonderful. Wonderful performance. Best performance of a fight I've seen in a while that I really, truly enjoyed watching.
A lot of people in the comments were just like, this is a boring fight because
Shit.
I was like, dude, did you see Teofimo's face?
He beat Teofimo's ass. And I say that respectfully. He beat his ass. And there's no question.
And I saw in an interview, Shakur said, I mean, before the DAZN interview, he said, I am going to piece him up. And so people were like, you're going to box. He sure did. And when he did mention Teofimo's power, he said he does have power, but he's like, I really had to stick and move, because if I got caught, then you guys would all clown me like, dude, like I got caught with fans, because they're the ones that are paying for this. We are the ones that understand boxing. Majority of them do not. Do you think when it comes to these big fights, like if Turkey is going to be putting on these mega fights and he's part of it, do you think fans really want to see his pound for pound boxing skills, or do they just want pure violence?
I think they did this exactly right. This is probably one of the better put together cards that I've seen Turkey do. That's for one. I think that this fight went so well that this new generation of fan can look at someone like Shakur, who's young and relatable, and they know his lady, and he's just young. He's giving them something to appreciate, that you can watch a bomb fight and it not just be somebody walk out and just knock somebody out. Like, it was a schooling and a clinic. This fight probably did more for fans than any other fight that's been witnessed so far. The only fight I could really say that was comparable, fighters not just coming out and doing an immediate knockout, would be like maybe Katie Amanda, one of their fights, and how it just galvanized or, kind of motivated new people to pay attention to boxing. I think this was one of those fights. And kudos to Shakur for putting it on his back and carrying it, because look at the other guys who were supposed to do it. Haney's last fight wasn't the most scintillating. Ryan is Ryan. And, and then who else is there? I mean, Connor Ben and...
what is his name? I just said his name earlier.
Blame the brain fog, y'all. I'm getting older up there. But they had 2 fights. Their fights were good, but it wasn't this.
No, it wasn't this.
Eubanks,
there you go. Eubanks Jr. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just think this was one of those fights that's going to make people start coming back to boxing and watching it. And all those times, I don't even know how to explain it to you, because it's like Cynthia and I have been doing this for a long time. We've
Yep.
seen a lot of fights. We've been doing it a long time together. We've been doing it before that independently. We've seen a lot of fights, a lot of fighters evolve. This was just really, I just think it was a really special fight. It's one of
Yeah.
those fights that I'm always going to remember because it was Shakur just put on a show and it just like Bud and Errol Spence. And it was so unexpected. Not that anyone thought Shakur was going to get beat down or anything like that, but just it's the way he won. I
Yeah,
don't know what
it's
Turkey told them, but they listened. They
mhm.
listened. Shushu listened. Them guys listened. They listened. Whatever
I
you told them, Turkey, talk to these other fighters, even if they're not on your card.
I wonder maybe he'd be like, you'll get either a very fat bonus, or if you don't win and you don't entertain, no more turkey fights.
Mm.
Like, I do that reward system with my son.
But
Day
that's what you got to do.
got
But that's
to.
what you 100% in doing that. It's the right motivation. And then let's just, I mean, this is totally off into the weeds, y'all. There is something to also respect about the fact that you look at Shakur, stable house home, same woman, one
Yep.
child, happy family. I mean, I don't live with these people and I'm being parasocial or whatever the kids are calling that term now. He don't have those issues
Yeah.
outside of the ring to distract him from what he's doing. The same with Shushu Carrington. Same thing, same beautiful girl, stable household, peace. You can focus and lock in and do what you have to do when all of your things are in order. So there's something to be said about that. Or I don't know. Watchers, if you have a different opinion about that, let me know. But it just seems like it goes better when it's that way.
Totally agree. When it's all about peace, because when you have too much chaos, your mind is not there. And
Mm-hmm.
nah, we adore Shakur. We adore his daughter. We adore his, I don't know if they're married, but his partner, his girlfriend, his wife. I mean, they're just so, so cute together. But I can't wait to see him back in the ring because he damn could go fight again. He said he's ready to fight again. And I mean, Connor Ben, what did he say? He's like, where's that boy from
Bring
UK?
him out here. You know who somebody should have introduced? I mean, interview. Somebody should have interviewed the baby because remember the baby was like, "You almost got knocked out," and he's like, "Knocked out is crazy."
Yeah, he's
And
like, what's he talking about to his own daughter?
I would. Can somebody get a lot? Can somebody get the baby on the line and ask her if this was a little bit better? Because I don't know.
Oh,
That might little be baby Creed there. She talk about
oh
her daddy almost
my
got knocked out, and
God,
she might be
buddy.
seeing something that we not seeing. The babies are wise.
There's so many fights now. Like Shakur can, like you said, you want to see him at 140. I don't even know who's at 140 anymore because Turkey just be playing like,
Mm-hmm.
roulette with all these guys of like, I want you to fight at this weight class. Ryan's fighting Barrios. It's crazy. Like you lose a fight, you get knocked out or you lose bad against Rolly, and then you get gifted a fight.
A
A belt
whole.
fight, by the way. La.
Oh.
But I get it. He puts butts in seats. There's Rolly.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly would I don't mind I don't
Hey, Rolly's
mind
there and he
Rolly's
has the
I love
belt.
him. Yeah, he's got a belt. I would I don't I think they all can mix it up.
Absolutely.
And when you have Terrence Crawford saw, he goes, he be talking so much shit now. He's like to all the fuckers, blah 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 blah. He's like, I don't care. People are like, be respectful. He's like, oh now be respectful. Like
Mm-hmm.
and
Now
I
it's
love
be respectful.
and so it's kind of like, all the grief and all the shit that they were giving him, and then he sees from Shakur. It's like he said, when Shakur was like giving thanks and praising God and just being thankful, he's like, this is your time. And imagine he's crowning you to be the next. Like that's
That's
pretty
big.
yeah. What's that one? The he who wears the crown.
Heavy is the head
Yeah,
that
heavy
wears
as
the
yeah.
crown.
Yeah, but I think he'll be fine.
I think so too. I mean, he's really interesting. He's always been interesting, or maybe he's just more comfortable sharing parts of his. He's not outside like that.
No, no.
He's just not outside like that. When he's not fighting, we don't really see Shakur outside like that,
No.
except at other people's fights.
Yep.
That's when we see Shakur. And I love that. And that's the way it should be. Social media has given us, I mean, obviously watch our shit, but social media has been just giving us too much insight into what people have going on behind closed doors. And
Yeah, I don't need to know all that.
I don't need to know all that either. We just want to see you fight. Give us some, let us come, us, and by us, I mean me and Cynthia. Let us pay attention to what you got going on in the ring. We want to talk
Yeah.
about those things
Yeah.
and you as a person. But
Hmm.
some of the other nonsense that we see going on, it's just crazy. It's just, I get that people are trying to make money and all that, but a lot of
I
the stuff
get.
is crazy.
But you guys, I mean, these are some questions that everyone's always talking about and always debating about. They're still gonna debate about it, even after whoever he fights. Oh, he didn't knock him out, so it's not a signature win. But I mean, Shakur can be ticket seller and a pound for pound great without ever knocking anyone out because he doesn't need to. So
That's
you
right.
guys, you guys tell us. And someone said, "Is he the next Floyd?"
He's definitely the first Shakur, that's for sure.
That's
So
exactly.
So tell me, what do you think about this then? So now let's flip it onto the other side, and then we look at Teofimo. Teofimo is a good fighter. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. That
Yep.
he is a good fighter. He is definitely not an average fighter by any means. Does Teofimo need to leave his dad? I saw
Girl,
something circling around about that. I mean, that's
it's
always the
sad.
discussion when it comes with him, but it's really pitiful, and it makes me think about the time in the ring with the girl took the baby
Yeah.
and do I still got it? And all those things. Like sometimes the son has to leave the fold and be his own man.
It always goes back and forth because of the father-son relationship. But the minute when we were texting and when you can hear the ring instruction of instead of like jab to the body, clinch, blah blah. What are you doing? Have your beast, whatever he's saying, tiger eyes. What was
You're
it?
gonna
You're gonna
hate
regret this.
yourself
Yeah,
tomorrow
you're
or
gonna
something.
like he was really degrading his son. And as just a human, imagine we didn't even know boxing and someone saw this, they'd be like, why are they saying things like that? And just take boxing out of it. Yes, I would absolutely, he needed to leave. Like before, because I'm like, well, he needs a different coach to like
Mhm.
maybe show him something different. But after that, it was just the emotional abuse that he suffered. It was
He
sad.
needed
And
instruction
he
and
needed
guidance, and
that.
he wasn't
And
getting that.
yeah, instead he was just being just bullied.
Bro,
Yeah,
bro, you're
like, what are
losing,
you doing?
bro.
Where's your power? Like,
If you're in my corner and you're my coach, you're clearly seeing things that I'm not seeing,
yeah,
unless you just don't have
yeah.
the IQ of analyzing boxing to give me better instruction. You're telling me, oh, you're losing, bro. Okay, then what do I need to be doing? Do I need to be stepping around? Do I need to parry? Do I need to fight off the back foot?
Anything.
Like, tell me something. You the other eyes. You are the other eyes. What is going on?
Yeah,
So
and that's what's sad is because it took away from such a good fight. It was
mhm.
all about his ring instruction, his instructions as a coach. And it wasn't even about being a dad anymore. It was just like a bro. And it's kind of like, and you could see it in Teofimo's eyes. Like he's already, I'm not gonna say punch drunk. Like he's trying to figure out what to do. Like, and God, I don't even know. Did his dad even say like you're up? I'm not even sure. Because the
Right.
things that was coming out of his mouth, it was just I couldn't believe it. It was shocking. I know he said he's moving up to 147, Teofimo. I mean, what do you do? It's like you
Why
need to
would you
leave
want
your
to
coach.
move up to 147? He just put it on that ass at 140. Why would you want to move up to 147? Who do
I
you
don't
want
know.
to fight? You gonna lose? Oh, let me not let me not say it like that. Excuse me, audience. That doesn't have to be edited. I stand on it. But at the same time, what is the fight that
If he
is
doesn't get a new coach, if he doesn't change his corner, he needs to get some help. And I say that respectfully because what we witnessed was so, so sad, especially between a team. Not forget the father and son, because that was not father and son. That was supposed to be your coach, your mentor, your eyes in the ring. I know he's gonna want those, but he's gonna want Rolly. He's gonna want Connor Ben. He's gonna want Boots. No one's going to give that. Yes, Teofimo is still a name because he sells. He's so braggadocious. He puts on the show. He's the showman. I did like his walkout. I did. But it was just like
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
did more footwork out there than inside the ring. Like you dance really, you've got some moves, but then
absolutely.
what happened to your footwork? Just couldn't close the gap. And it just goes to show that his skills were not as superior as Shakur's. That's what it is. but he needs a new coach. He needs a new team.
If he was to leave, I wonder who he would do well with. And this is going to sound very crazy, very crazy. Walk with me, y'all. Since he's already accustomed to a sort of like father-son dynamic, you know who I think could be very helpful with him and refocusing, and plus there ain't nothing going on where they live, it's quiet. He should work with Jose Sr.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Like, even if it's not for a permanent thing, maybe, spend some time with them in
Yeah.
Seattle, and see how that works. I think that Jose Sr. has that sort of right attitude. You would never hear him in a corner berating his sons like that. He gives real instruction. He's very
Yeah.
passionate about learning and learning from the beginning. Maybe that would be, I don't know how they are. They should be cool. I mean, none of them had to ever fight each other or anything, but I don't know. Could be a good fit.
You come to think of it, remember when he was supposed to be fighting with Reynoso and then it fell out?
That wouldn't have worked.
I mean, but it's just kind of like what happened. Like, I wish we were just little like flies on that wall. And we don't know what it's as him as a fighter and when he's training. We know him as a person when we interview him, but maybe he just doesn't like to take instruction. I saw like Robert Garcia. I think he should go try and different trainers to see if there's a fit. Maybe if there is, maybe be a co-trainer. But he needs to leave his dad. Like his dad needs to like go sit out there and just shh, shh. He
needs a different vibe. It needs to be, sometimes you just need to switch it up. A lot of father-son combos, they go as far as they can, and then they just can't go any further because you just need something different. I don't know. I think Jose Sr. could be a good, I don't know, personality-wise, because I've never really seen them all together. Could be a good fit. You guys let us know.
All right. Before we wrap up, can we just talk about one thing?
Yes.
The real star of the show, Baby Miller's hair.
Bruh.
He gets hit with an uppercut. We have so many questions. First of all, he paid $700 for a haircut and he posted it. He took it down. But why are you wearing?
I need him to come to LA. And I know many a chick who would have had that strapped on and had that thing, not doing this in the brain. You know what I'm saying?
You have always the hookup for braids for like all the women. No, Katie tell you ever need it. She's got a girl.
I got a girl. She's phenomenal. I've got a girl. But big baby. So now I'm wondering, like, was your shit fake this whole time and we didn't know? And shout out to Sky Nicholson because she is hilarious. I laughed, Cynthia, when you sent that to me. I laughed so hard. She is so funny. It was literally perfect. It was literally perfect. But big baby, how hard did this man hit? Was the weave that bad or did the guy just hit you that hard? I
don't know, but he started blaming his mama that he used some bleach shampoo at her house.
Bro, then I would have just shaved it off and gone bald and let it grow back. You're a fighter. Like, go bald. No one's hitting you in the top of your head.
Like, just right. I mean, it's like he had like this little like grass, like
he hit us with the Sherman Hemsley. He might as well just grow it out and hit us with the George Jefferson and walk out like this now when he comes to the ring where we're moving on up.
I know. I think, that should make it in the 2026 International Boxing Hall of Fame Museum.
Absolutely.
I've never heard of anyone's toupee or whatever, except that one clip I sent you of that one announcer, like, but way back, way back. They got something and but I mean, like Mauricio was showing it like it was a pet. He's like, look at Gennady, look, and Usyk, what is that? It's his hair. It's his
Usyk too. The way Usyk was looking at it, like, interesting. He probably was like, what kind of shit is this? Oh my God, Big Baby Miller, you made the fight memorable. That's for sure.
Yeah, whoever the company was, you lost the bag and but this is now time for people who have companies and glue for toupee, Gorilla Glue. I don't know. Like, no, don't do Gorilla Glue because that one girl did her hair. I forgot about that.
He needs to get the got to be glue. I think that's what the girlies use when they have like the lace fronts and whatever. But I need to find his thing, and that lady with the gorilla glue. I need that remix where it was like, my hair, it don't move. My hair, it don't move. When her
You
stuff
should
was all
totally do a
glued
clip.
down,
Girl, you should.
he
You
made
should.
me laugh. Oh, that made me laugh. That made it for me. I mean, the fights was good, but wow.
No, it's like he said, fuck it, like Franchon, fuck the wig, fuck the hair, just cut it off.
And get off of Franchon. Franchon shouldn't even be in a conversation no more after this because Franchon is
Right?
a woman and we knew she had a weave. So
Right?
we knew she had a weave. You feel me? And then they snatched her shit off. She didn't get her shit knocked off. So
Yeah.
get off of Franchon's top. Literally.
Oh, that was the best. I mean, really, I like I didn't think that night just could get it better. When you text, I'm like, oh yeah, because I didn't know if you were watching it and I didn't want to say, but yeah, it was like that uppercut's like because at first I'm looking at it because I was like, why is his hairline like that? And I'm like, oh my God. Like
That was amazing. I mean, somebody get a quote on from Turkey? Can we see how Turkey feels about it?
I don't know. We should try to get Jarrell. He's been making his rounds. The hair gate round.
Exactly, and tag some hair people in to get him some coins.
I mean, he's going around. I saw him on Breakfast Club without the hair. So you know what? Embrace it. Just shave it off. There's a women that just look at Tyson Fury and like all the other people.
Tons of women like bald-headed men.
And you can't hide it anymore. We all saw it.
We know.
We know. Your secret's out. It's not a secret anymore.
He got his
Steve. No boxing. It was on TMZ.
Who used to have that? Steve Harvey used to have his hair like that before he finally popped out and went bald. Just do the Steve Harvey thing. It's all right.
Jay, well, I'm so glad that we got to at least catch up. But yeah, boxing fans, sound off. We read the comments. Trust me, we read them. We even respond to them. So keep them coming. Skill versus violence. Is Shakur a future pound for pound king, or is he overhyped? I don't know. But Chandra, I love it. We're in the green.
It looks like we're gonna start singing from Wicked or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Wicked for good.
Okay, well, there we go. But yeah, I miss you.
I miss you too.
As you guys know, we are doing things differently for our show. So we're not really covering a lot of fights because they're not really here in Vegas. There are some, but there you go. But I will be at Ryan Barrios, so be on the lookout. I will go live from our channel. We miss you guys, and also shout out to Snack because it's in honor of Shakur because he is a Snack fighter, and rest in peace, Uncle Victor for Snack. I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Giandra LaBeouf.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.